A man awakens from a coma only to discover that someone has taken his identity and no one believes him. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Unknown. This is a 2011 movie. This stars Liam Neeson, January Jones, Diane Kruger, Frank Langlial, Langliala. I butchered that. I apologize. I seriously butchered that. So this movie starts out with Dr. Martin Harris, who's played by Liam Neeson, and his wife Elizabeth, who's played by January Jones, arriving at the Berlin airport. And they're in such a hurry that Harris leaves his briefcase there. So they arrive at the hotel, and we see Elizabeth check in, but not Harris. Because he realizes he left his briefcase and they have to go back and get it. So he tries to go back to the airport to get it, and along the way, there's an accident, and he ends up waking up 4 days later from a coma with no memory. And that's when he tells everybody he's Dr. Martin Harris, but nobody believes him because there is another Dr. Martin Harris. So it really is a dilemma for him because he ends up trying to go around and convince people that he is who he says he is, but nobody believes him because everything the other guy is saying is exactly what he says. So he ends up trying to find the taxi cab driver, Gina, who's played by Diane Kruger. And they end up going through a whole series of things. He ends up dragging Gina into his mess. So he's got to, so they've got to work together. Excuse me. Work together and find out what's going on. So as they're going along, trying to figure out his identity, we learn what Harris is learning about his past. We get to see flashbacks, things like that. So while he's learning about his past, we learn about it as well, which I thought was a really good storytelling point. There isn't a lot of movies that do that type of stuff anymore. So I thought that was particularly good. We get basically, this movie is fun. It's action-packed. We get assassins running around. There's car chases. There are several fight scenes that are really well done, I thought. And the movie ends with a good fight scene as well. The effects in this were good. They were practical effects. The flashbacks were actually pretty good. They were well timed as well. Because they basically any of the flashbacks that happen, we get to learn as he's learning about his past, Harris. So I thought that was really good. So it really tied into everything quite well. The fight scenes, again, were well done. There's one particular scene in Gina's apartment where Liam, his character Harris, hangs off of a roof, then comes back in and then tries to fight one of the assassins with like a tire iron or something. And he gets thrown around all over the place, and then he holds his own against the assassin pretty well. So we get to see like things like that. The effects were good. Again, I mean, there were practical effects. The car chases were well done as well, along with the fight scenes. The music was good. The music helped it helped the movie feel like there was a sense of danger and urgency in this. So I thought that was really good because it really drew you in, and it made you feel like, things were going to happen, and you were like, oh man, watch out, hold on. So I enjoyed the movie. The acting overall was good. I had no issues with any of the acting. Liam was very convincing as a guy who lost his memory and it didn't know what was going on, and everybody that was around him was not telling him the truth, and basically just out to. It really kind of made him feel like people were out to get him. You get the sense in one scene he keeps looking around like this at different people who get on the phone, things like that, and he's like, So the music there too made you feel like anybody around him could be out to get him, and that's what he felt like too. So he portrayed that pretty well, I thought. This movie was good overall. I enjoyed it. I really did. I'd give this a 7 out of 10. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And plus, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this movie. Take care for now, everybody.